But now it's like Star Wars Legos and whatever else, it's all plastic.
Yeah.
Legos.
Yeah, Legos are not. Legos, I think, are actually fairly good in terms of the different the
No, I
different
think
toys.
they actually try to
So
be a
much,
documentary on it, and they actually they're
Yeah.
talking about some sustainable stuff.
But you know, I mean, look, I have a 14-year-old daughter. All she wants to do is go to Bed Bath and Beyond and douse herself in phthalates. You know what I mean? Like, you have to pick your battles, and I think you have to. You know, I do know some parents who won't let their children eat birthday cake at a party because of the artificial food dyes and the frosting, and I think that, you know, if you are at the point with your child that you can control that, then that's fine. Like, if that works for your family, I completely respect that. However, I feel like, at least in my family, if I decided that I wasn't going to do that, my kids would just, all they would want to do is eat birthday cake. And right now, you know, they eat a little piece and they, you know, leave the plate and they don't really care. You know what I mean? Because I don't make a big deal about it. I lead by example in my home, and
Provide other choices too.
and I
right?
provide choices, and they know, like, so great example, water. Like, my kids have always drank water. We've never bought sodas. We've never bought juice. We've never bought juice boxes. We always had water. And so they drink water. Like, when they're thirsty, they drink water. They don't, you know, they know that sugar in drinks is something that they can have when they're out. It's a special thing. So I think it's just like, you just kind of do what you can, you know. Star Wars is it's a beast
Yeah.
to go up against. You can't.
Yeah, it gets more difficult when they get older. Like,
Yeah.
No, and it's sad when you buy all these wooden toys and then a friend comes with the plastic car with lights and everything, and it's their favorite toy.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
But it is what it is, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
not
that's what I was gonna say about going back to the expenses and all that stuff. We're so conditioned to have, I think in America, we are so conditioned to have so much, so like bigger and better, and then I remember when I was buying my kids' beds, when they bought their first beds, not their toddlers, but the twin beds, and I was like, I'm getting organic, everything's gonna be organic, and I was like, okay, this month I'm buying the organic frames, next month I'm buying the
Right.
organic beds, next month I'm buying all the bedding, and then I had to space it out. It was probably, you know, $3,000 for me. But, you know, my kids, they share a room, they have a small room, they have organic beds, they drink water, they do all that stuff, you know. But then when we go to parties, my kids will be the ones that'll be like, I just drank 3 juice boxes.
Right. No,
I'm like, that is one too many alcoholic beverages.
No,
They don't get it at home, so they're like.
Yeah,
No,
they
my
do.
daughters are
But I'm okay with it.
obsessed.
I go, okay,
my
fine.
daughters are obsessed with what's the red drink with the soda and
Hawaiian
the
Punch?
no that you get Shirley Temples. They're
Yeah, of
obsessed with
course.
Shirley Temples. Like, if we ever go out, they want a Shirley Temple.
That's so
you know?
cute.
Shirley Temples are red dye. Red dye is horrible for you. There's all these like
But it's
food
treats.
dyes, and hyperactivity is a huge.
The maraschinos don't ever, it takes like 20
Maraschinos are like in your body for their entire lives.
Don't
you know?
say that.
I feel like, you know, that's a treat for them. And when we go out and they want a Shirley Temple, I say, okay, do you want a Shirley Temple or do you want dessert? Like, you choose. And if they want to choose that, they can choose that. Like, you know, I think you can only you can do only what you can do. You know? And anyway, so do you guys have any more questions? Yes. Yeah. So there's a lot of negative associations with Teflon. So that's the one thing that I would say definitely avoid.
What about the replacement one that you see it now at Bed Bath and Beyond and all the
Simple
places?
It's PFOA free.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
I see it everywhere.
No, I have
Green-
one
the green one or
that's
the
using
small?
our green gourmet that they say that there is no.
Doesn't have PFOAs.
Sometimes
Yeah.
you just gotta have that
There's
nonstick
nothing
for an
going to
egg.
food.
They had that at
Mine is
Costco
a
too.
simple pan or something, I forgot what it's called, I got it from Sur La Table, and it's,
Calphalon. That's the.
no, this one's, there's Calphalon, but there's one after that.
What wasn't Calphalon supposed to replace
Mhm.
the
Was.
Teflon? I think it's supposed to be the new generation, but I don't know if it.
I just have like the Crusade, you know, like the
And
porcelain coated stainless steel pans,
And that's it.
and that's it. I mean, when I learned about Teflon, I had my entire like wedding, gift set. Like where there's like a pan this big and there's a pan this big and there's a pan this big and I basically honed it down to like 3 because that's all I could afford. But I've added more. But yeah, the stainless steel, metal, iron is actually really good apparently because the iron actually goes into the food and you eat it and it's good for you. Which
Cast
is
iron?
I didn't know that. Yeah, cast iron. But
You
just
can
no
get it
Teflon.
seasoned too. You can buy it seasoned because they say like something. It used to be that you couldn't get it seasoned and it would be weird. I don't know if you know what I mean by seasoned.
I just do mine
You know what
once a year.
seasoned
But
water
now
Yes.
you just put like oil.
Like
yeah,
oil.
with the oil.
Yes,
with
exactly.
the salt or something.
Exactly.
It's easy. Yeah, it comes. Yeah,
Now you
with
can
the,
buy it
when you
like
buy the
that.
pan. Yeah, it comes with the
Yeah.
instructions.
Do it for you.
Yeah.
Does that help? I just did.
And I think that now Cuisinart they have
Your
the
pan.
small pan as well, like the Creuset
Mm-hmm.
cheaper version.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
So it's the same.
Right, it's all.
Right.
Like that.
Right. But yeah, so I mean, I have a waffle maker. They don't make that except nonstick.
Yeah.
So we use that occasionally. Like just balance it.
Bigger balance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Aren't your blankets my kids' favorite blankets? Like I bought all the organic bedding and their favorite is like a fleecy
Mm-hmm.
thing, and I'm like,
Made out
get
of oil.
under the, and I'm like, get under the covers and then get under the, I call them like get under the delicious covers. They're like, they're cold. Why, that's like a $9.99 Bed Bath and Beyond.
Yeah.
That someone gave us. And then they'll say, like, where is it? I'm like, I don't know. I guess it's dirty.
Right.
It's always dirty.
Where did it go? Well, thank you guys so much
Thank you.
for listening. And if you have any questions, I have a little handout, and my information is on it. But where did it go?